All right, I want to find the derivative of these. So the first one here, to find the derivative of this, well, using the general power rule, what we want to first realize is there is really an x to the 0 going there. It's kind of hiding. The general power rule states that you take the 0, multiply by the 5, and drop the power by 1. So what you'd end up with here is 5, put the 0 in front, drop the power by 1. Okay. Wait, wouldn't that just be 5 times 0, 1 over x? Wouldn't it be like 5 times 1 over x, which is, sorry, not 5 times 1 over x, isn't that 0 times 1 over x? Because 5 times 0 is 0, which, wouldn't that just be 0? Now, we could think about that in the sense of, if I have the function 5, isn't that a flat line? Isn't 5 a flat line at 5? What's the slope of that? 0. So wouldn't the slope always be 0, because isn't the derivative the slope function? So if we logically think about it too, 5 is a flat line, and the slope's always 0. Or you put a 0 there in your brain, bring that forward, and I wouldn't do this whole method. I'm just trying to show you why it works. If you see a number, and you want its derivative, it's always 0. Next one, right here. Apply the power rule. Oh, actually before that, so f prime x equals 0 is the answer. The derivative of f of x is 0. So the next one. To take the derivative of this, well, g prime x, well, all you do is you take the 4, you put it out front, and you drop the power by 1. We're done. They're really easy with the shortcut. You take the power, you put it in front, and you drop the power by 1. That's the general power rule, how you do it. So the next one, I want to find h prime x. Well, for that one, you leave the 2 out front, and you take the 3, bring it out front, and drop the power by 1. Minus, leave the 5 out front. Do you understand there's a 1 there? So that would be 1x to the 0. Plus, are we okay that 4 ends up being 0? We can go back up to a constant we said up here is always 0. So can you get used to a constant just 0 instead of putting that 0 on there and stuff? Okay, so if we simplify this, h prime x, or the slope equation, is going to be 6x squared. And then right here, isn't that 1? Isn't x to the 0 1? So 1 times 1 is 1. Times negative 5 is negative 5. So that right there is your derivative for that function. So you apply the general power rule 3 times here. So constants are 0. If you understand something, whenever you have an x, you're going to see a pattern that anytime there's just a simple x, it's always just a constant answer. And you'll get the feel for it as you do more and more.